Welcome back, thanks for tuning in. Quick video today, why setting goals isn't enough and why you need a vision to go with that goal. I used to just set goals, and goals would excite me, but sometimes they wouldn't excite me, but I'd keep the goal anyway. And those goals would start to cause me anxiety. Those goals would actually stress me out. And what I've found since is that the goals that excite me are the ones that help create a vision. And it's that vision that I can live in. It's that vision that I can act as if in. The goals that don't cause excitement, not even worth having. Don't even have them. There's an infinite array of things you can do with your life. And if you're not doing the most exciting things, you're not gonna reach that maximum life fulfillment if you're not doing the most exciting things. When you set goals, be sure that they excite you enough to have a vision. And once you have that vision created, that crystal clear HD vivid image, that movie that you can play on the screen of your mind, when you've gotten that excited about your goal, you start living in it. You start seeing the world in a different way. Here's where it gets good. This is why it's so damn important. This is where it actually becomes tangible. From the moment you set the goal and you create the vision, you then walk out your door, you start taking a few steps into the real world, you can start to pick out certain scenarios that are going to benefit you, that are going to bring you closer towards that vision, and you're going to be able to pick out certain scenarios that aren't going to benefit you and aren't going to bring you closer to that situation. So let's say your goal is to be 100% raw vegan and you're just living a clean, simple, beautiful life in Thailand, okay? Let's just say that's your vision. Now, you walk out your door and you see your neighbor Frank and you say, "Hey Frank," and he's like, "Hey Dad," and you get talking to him because Frank's a nice guy, you don't mind talking to him, and then Frank invites you to go up to the Antarctic with him in June. And if you didn't have that goal, if you didn't have that vision before, you might be likely to say, "Yeah, sure Frank, I'll come along with you to the Antarctic." But now that you have this goal, you have this vision, you see that Frank's invitation doesn't line up with your vision. So you say, "Sorry Frank, I'm actually working my way towards Thailand right now." And he's like, "Oh, well, maybe you want to check out my friend Jim. He's right inside right now. Why don't you come meet Jim? He's an expat in Thailand." And you're like, wow. So all of a sudden this opportunity arises, and because you have this goal, because you have this vision that excites you, Frank's offer to go meet Jim actually excites you enough to want to walk in and meet Jim. Whereas before, maybe before you had this goal, before you had this vision, Thailand was just some cool country you thought about periodically. And if Frank invited you to go see Jim, you might think, no, it's okay, I'm in a rush, I gotta go grocery shopping for my fruits and vegetables. So things like that happen, and those become more and more frequent in little ways and in big ways. You start to see amazing opportunities, and you can start to see small opportunities to get the edge. Little ways of getting the edge, for example, let's say you want to win a triathlon. Well, getting an edge might be, you stumble across some research online and it says getting an aerodynamic helmet makes you 13% faster. And if your goal wasn't to win a triathlon before, but it is now, and you read that article, you're gonna say, wow, 13% saving on just an aero helmet. And then you're at a garage sale one day and you see an aero helmet, you're like, boom, I'm gonna get that because I know it makes me 13% faster, which I know is gonna help me win the triathlon. Now, if you didn't have the goal, if you didn't have the vision before that, you just walk along, you'd see a helmet at a grocery store, you'd think, oh, that's kind of expensive helmet, I'm not gonna buy that, I don't need that, and you'd go about your day. But you just missed this beautiful opportunity to get 13% faster in a triathlon and potentially win the race because of it. So if you don't have goals, if you don't have a vision, then you're gonna go through your life just going to Antarctic and walking by aerodynamic helmets, and you won't even see the opportunities right in front of you. But on a daily basis, even in my room right here, there's opportunity for massive growth. If you're on the internet watching this right now, if you're on YouTube right now, and you don't have a goal, you don't have a vision set, you're scrolling through pages and pages of pure opportunity. But the minute you set the goal, the minute you create the vision, you then go back on YouTube, you start scrolling through videos, your subconscious mind will be able to quickly detect videos that are going to help you achieve your goals. You're going to find just the video you need on how to lose the weight, on how to succeed on raw vegan, on how to become someone who lives in Thailand year-round, on how to make a lot of money online without having to work a 9 to 5. You're just going to start coming across these opportunities that you wouldn't have come across otherwise, because you now have a goal set, you now have the vision created. And there's something called the reticular cortex in your brain. And the reticular cortex gets activated when you think about something a lot, and when you're focused upon something a lot, and when something's very meaningful to you. So let's say you're supposed to get a blue cowboy hat for your dad's Father's Day. You've never seen a blue cowboy hat in your life, but all of a sudden it becomes very meaningful because your dad mentioned a couple weeks ago that he really wants a blue cowboy hat, and now you know Father's Day is coming up, so you think, blue cowboy hat, I gotta find a blue cowboy hat. Now, the reticular cortex will be highly activated as you go through your day, as you drive along the streets, as you walk through the malls. Without even thinking about it, your reticular cortex will help you find out, hey, boom, there's a blue cowboy hat right here. And you spot it where you wouldn't normally have spotted it before. It's kind of like that video you can watch on YouTube where there's these basketball players bouncing the basketball and you're supposed to count how many times the basketball gets thrown. So you're focusing on the basketball getting passed. You're counting all these throws and it gets like 8 or 12 throws or something in the course of 20 seconds. But as the basketball is being thrown around and you're so focused on it, you don't even notice that the bear is walking right behind the screen. There's a guy dressed up in a bear and he's like doing like this disco dance or whatever, and you don't even notice him because you're so focused on the ball. Then the video stops and says, did you notice the bear? And then all of a sudden the reticular cortex gets turned on because a bear becomes meaningful for you now, and you start looking for a bear, and then they rewind the video and they play the video back, and then you see the bear so clearly, and you can't even believe it. So you watch the whole video from the beginning, make sure they didn't add the bear in after, and sure enough, the bear is there the whole time, but your reticular cortex was so focused on the ball getting passed around that you didn't even notice the bear. So set goals, have a vision, and now those goals, that vision becomes the bear. You start to see the things in the background that you didn't even see before, that you used to just see the ball getting passed around, but now you see the bear, the opportunity in the background. It's always been there. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a vision already, don't waste any more time. Get it today. Get excited about something today. Anything. It could be anything. It could be you want to sign up for a swim class. It could be you want to get piano lessons. It could be you want to meet Ted Carr. It could be you want to get that MacBook Pro. It could be you want to make an extra couple sales this month. You want to reach that. You want to become the top salesman in your sales company this month. Who knows? Whatever it is. You could want to do 100 squats under 2 minutes for once. You could want to run a sub 20-minute 5K. That's a great goal. Running a sub 20-minute 5K. So anyways, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up or two. And I'm not going to ask you to post in the comments down below, because if you really want to comment, you're going to comment anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!